Srimati G. Madhavi.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. At the outset, I would like to congratulate the Civil Aviation Minister, Sri Jyotiraditya Scindia, for presenting the first demand for grant for his ministry since joining the government and being allocated rupees 10,667 crores for the same. There is a great expectation from the ministry that this budget helps to revive the loss of around 20,000 aviation jobs in the country. It is also hoped that beyond this financial year, the spectre of Air India and the government carrying out the servicing of its debt is a thing of the past. But we are disappointed to note that 87% of the civil aviation budget in 2023 is still to serve the Air India debt. Speaker, sir, Chairman, sir, the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Transport, Tourism and Culture has highlighted the number of vacancies at the Airport Authority of India and that these are having a serious impact on the work efficiency of the air traffic controllers. This is definitely a shortcoming in the face of everyone's expectations that the ministry is doing its best to plug the loss of jobs in the aviation sector, especially after the pandemic. We hope that Minister will make time-bound attempts to fulfill the procedural requirements to fill up the vacancies of ATCOs as suggested by the committee. In my understanding, this is closely linked to another problem highlighted in yet another report by yet another committee on the less than satisfactory performance of AAI. The Committee on Public Undertaking has most recently tabled a report on the statutory body, that is Airport Authority of India. It was founded that AAI is falling short of global standards in aviation safety and security measures. As mandated by the International Civil Aviation Organization, there are 8 critical elements for aviation security. AAI is lagging behind the effective implementation of 2 critical elements, that is organization and licensing. Indian scores is 61.54% and even more shocked, 25.26% licensing against the world average 70.8%. The issue must be ironed out from the promotion of foreign investment in this space and inspire confidence in the industry about their global standing. It is confusing that ministry only flagship scheme, that is regional connectivity scheme UDAN, is also seeing allocation reduced from 900 crores and is now down to an allocation of 600 crores for the upcoming financial year 22-23. We wonder if it is a trend to reduce the commitments to major initiatives after raising the hopes of the sector. For example, there is a noticeable weakening of commitment once the life cycle of the promotion of a scheme has come to an end. Sir, Andhra Pradesh is the only major state which has 3 major airports, Vizag, Vijayawada and Tirupati. Unfortunately, none of these airports individually or all put together and providing air connectivity with all capital cities in the country. Sir, of the 94 regional connectivity schemes, UDAN routes are having completed a 3 years tenure till 30th November 2021, only 22 routes are operational. The government was hoping that after the expiry of 3 years subsidy period, airlines would be able to sustain the routes without outside support. While it is an important objective for any scheme to have a sunset clauses which ensure sustainability, but it is short shine to withdrawal support or reduce commitment at all time when COVID disrupted the industry. We can see that the tourism industry is need to additional support as the problem seems to be more acute on the tourism regional connectivity routes. 106 tourism RCS routes were floated for bidding. Airlines respond with bids only 46 tourism routes. and by February 2022. Only 21 out of these 46 routes are operational under order. It is our appeal to the Minister to consider sustaining support and viability gap funding for the time horizon of 10 years, at least before the expect of the connectivity established on certain routes in dependent on viability gap funding. On observing the ministry budget, it has been noted that token provision of 10 lakhs has been made for Krishi Udan scheme, which was announced back in the year 2020 budget. Krishi Udan 2.0 focused on the transport perishable food products from the hilly areas, northeastern states, and tribal areas. It does not bode well that even after the completion of announcement of the scheme by the Honorable Minister Nirmala Sitharaman during the budget, it has received just a token allocation. Sir, the demand of Bhogapuram has been accepted by the central government in the form of an in-principle approval. I understand that certainly there are conditions regarding comprehension to the Airport Authority of India. But sir, Bhogapuram is not just a planned as a civil greenfield airport, but also strategic one to given by the Indian Navy dependence on Visakhapatnam Airport, whose capacity can't be increased because of the limitations of the geography. Finally, to conclude, I would like to request the Honorable Minister to take the necessary steps for the Tirupati as a MRO center. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, sir.
Dr. Alok Kumar Sumanji.